This is a demonstration on how to use the LE eyeshadow brushes currently found on the XStreet Marketplace. First thing you'll want to do once you have purchased and downloaded the brush set is to install them on your computer. Now these were created in Photoshop 7, but they should work in Photoshop 7 or any newer version of Photoshop. The first thing we want to do is install the brushes. Here you will see my tool panel. I will select the brush tool. Then I will go up to my control panel and I will toggle down the down arrow, select my options, and go to load brushes. I will locate the brushes. These are the eyeshadow brushes here. I will select them and hit load. And once that is done, you will see that they are now in my brush palette. These brushes include 3 eyeliners, multiple numbers of various individual eyeshadow layers. You also receive 6 pairs of brushes for shiny eyeshadow. They come in an A version and a B version, and those will be layered. You also have 6 matte eyeshadows, which will be used for one color application. This set also comes with an assortment of color swatches that have been based on popular eyeshadows. I'm going to go ahead and load a couple of those. You go to your options, load swatches. There are a set of swatches for eyeliners and 3 for eyeshadows. I'm going to go ahead and load the eyeliners, and you'll see that those colors have appeared in my swatch palette. I'm also going to load the purple and red swatches, which I'm going to work with today. Now you will see I have a blank skin texture here that I'm going to apply my eyeshadow to. I'm going to use my ruler bars to add some rule lines as a guide when I'm applying my brushes. And I'll put one right in the middle of her face like that. Then I will add a new layer, and I will call this Shadow 1. And I like to work with layers on top of my original layer so that if anything happens, if I make a mistake, then I can just delete that layer without damaging my original skin. So I have my first layer here, and I make sure I'm selected on that layer. Then I will go to my brushes, and I'm going to demonstrate the A brushes for the sparkly eyeshadow. So this is LE Shiny Shadow 1A. I'm going to select that. This will be my lighter color, which will be the bottom layer. And I do that because the lighter layer will show through the top darker layer and give a shiny effect. So I've selected my brush, and next I want to do is select the colors that I'm going to use. For my lighter layer, I'm going to go with a light purple, and for my darker layer, I'm going to go with maybe one of these mauves. How about this dark sort of purplish color? Okay, so I've got my lighter color is now toggled to the front, and I'm going to put down a couple layers of color. I need to center this on the curve of her eye, and I will put down, just click and put down a couple layers of color, and I'll zoom in so you can see this. Okay, so this is our first layer here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the blending effect just a little bit on this. That's what you get when you do overlay. You can do multiply, which actually darkens it. Soft light. There's also vivid light. I kind of like this vivid light effect. This pink is very nice, and you also get some of the shadow that's already on the skin showing through. Gives it more of a realistic look, like it's actually on the contour of her eye. Next, I am going to make a new layer for my second brush. I'm going to call that Shadow 1B. I'm going to toggle my darker color to the top, and I'm going to select the 1B brush, which is the match for the 1A. Okay, I'm going to center this again just above her eye opening, and since it's on its separate layer, I can adjust it if I make a mistake, and it wants to be overlaid directly on top of the original color. I'm going to put down a couple layers. Now you'll see here that we've already got the eyeshadow shiny effect taking place here, but I'm going to go ahead and change the blending on this one as well. This is the effect with the overlay, and we get kind of a pink going here with a little bit of the purple on top. Soft light, a little lighter pink, vivid light. We got a darker pink here with the lighter pink showing through. I'm going to try multiply. Now that's a pretty color. We've got a lightish pink going on here with a little bit of a mauve on top, and it has a shiny effect to it. My next step is going to be to add an eyeliner layer. So I'll go ahead and make a new layer, and I'll call it eyeliner. And I'm going to select a little bit of a darker color. We'll go with a gray. I'll select an eyeliner brush. There are 3 included with this. I'm going to go ahead and use number 2. And I'm going to position this just on the inside of her eye cutout. I'm going to drop down a couple layers of gray. Actually want to adjust that up just a bit. There we go. Okay, and I'm also going to change the blending on this one. We'll see what we get. That is an overlay. Multiply. It's a little bit darker. I kind of like the multiply, so I'm going to go ahead and go with that. So this is the finished appearance of the eyeshadow. So how we did this is we started with the 1A brush. We created a lighter base shadow and changed the blending to a vivid light. We added the 1B brush and changed this blending to a multiply, and then we did our final layer, the eyeliner. And you can use any color you want with this. You can use the ones in the swatches, or you can use your own color blends. You can smudge it. You can pretty much do anything you want with this. Like I said, there are 3 eyeliners. There are 5 basic individual eyeshadow layers that you can do. There are 6 shiny eyeshadow brush pairs that come in A and B that match. And there are also 6 matte colors which you can use for a single color application. So that's a basic overview. All you have to do is save this document and upload it into Second Life.